Oh, what's up, y'all? My bad. I was reading some on IG. Welcome back to another fun-filled show. I'm your host. He is Blanchard, aka Free Blanch, aka Blanchard aka Blanchy Kruger. Um, Today's title. This is part two. It's LeBron James, the Antichrist of sports. LeBron James, the Antichrist of sports. Now, the reason why LeBron James became so in love with the fans is really because Skip Bayless. And there's a racial dynamic between Skip Bayless and LeBron James. Here you have a seasoned sports commentator or show host, journalist, and Skip Bayless. And then here you have this young black man from a single mother, and all that nonsense. And so Skip Bayless a long time ago said that guy is not really the guy. And everybody made it personal. Everybody made it racial. Everybody made it everything except what it actually was. That LeBron just wasn't that guy. And Skip Bayless saw it. You got to think, Skip Bayless had been around Jordan, covered the Spurs heavily, covered all the greats. So Skip Bayless has seen the greats for years. So if anybody could have an outside view of what's going on, it would be Skip Bayless. He wasn't just some guy off the street giving commentary. He had covered the greats. And he said LeBron James was not that guy. And everybody made it something that it wasn't because Skip Bayless was white. He was an older white man talking about a quote-unquote young black man. And so, right, Leatherface, Charles Barkley was saying the same thing. I mean, again, but this was years ago when LeBron got in the league. I remember when I think Paul Silas was his coach his first 2 years, and Paul Silas was like, listen, y'all chill out, calling him the next one and the king shit. Let him develop. They got Paul Silas up out of there because they had plans for LeBron James. So the reason why LeBron James is so beloved is because people think he's a victim. People love LeBron James because they feel like he's a victim. They don't love him because he's a conqueror, because he's powerful. The first thing they say is, man, why is everybody hating on LeBron? That's the first thing they say. Because we're in an era of humanity where the victim gets celebrated. Not the victor, the victim. They hated the Patriots at the end of the day because they were winning. Think about it. Everybody's clamoring for LeBron James to win another chip. Think about what I'm saying. The media, the NBA, the dumbed down sheep of public people, they're all clamoring for LeBron to win. What happened to competition? What happened to make the best man win? Everybody wants to see LeBron win because we are in the era of the victim. The victim gets celebrated. So LeBron James embodies the at-risk black youth. He embodies the 1 in a billion odds. You see, you can't attach race to Michael Jordan because Michael Jordan transcends race. You can't attach race to Kobe Bryant because Kobe Bryant transcends race. And other greats do too. But those in particular, because that's what we're in this modern era, the quote-unquote guys. But these guys transcend race. So you can't attach an agenda to them. So you have to get rid of them. You have to get rid of Jordan and Kobe. You have to have LeBron to be the face because you can attach every agenda to LeBron. If you ever see The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, he's ambiguous on film, on camera. He doesn't play a black person. He doesn't play a white. He's racially ambiguous. He's transcended. The Rock has transcended race. O.J. Simpson said, I'm not black, I'm O.J. You know, people reach a certain level where they transcend race. Michael Jackson transcended race. Prince transcended race. So they can't attach an agenda to Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant, because what they were as players, they got it out of the mud. They earned it. Nobody gave them anything. But LeBron James, he is a socialist baby. He's a Marxist baby. He's a communist baby. He's a globalist baby. He's a generation where we're going to give you what you don't deserve because you look the part. And if you don't look and if you aren't the part, we're going to make you the part. I told you before that LeBron, right, Adina King, Vin Diesel, racially ambiguous. Like I said before, there are no known family members of LeBron James. No grandparents. We don't know who his father is, only rumored to who his father is. We don't know who his father really is, grandparents, cousins, aunts, uncles, nothing. Just his mother. And nobody has stopped to scratch their head and say, wait a minute, where is his family? You know why? Because most people are caught up in the LeBron James spell because he is an antichrist figure. And I call him the antichrist of sports. The media has to tell you about LeBron. LeBron makes a normal pass. Oh, LeBron with the assist. LeBron gets a regular. Oh, LeBron with the put. Like, they make you think he's doing something special. Go back and watch when they were commentating on Jordan. Jordan with the putback. There we go, Jordan. Like, it wasn't none of this. If Jordan with a nice jump shot on the elbow, like, it was nothing spectacular. Because Jordan was a standard of greatness. You watch them commentate on LeBron. LeBron had one jump shot. Oh my goodness, the stroke is so pure. There's this one guy, he's called Angry Man Hoops on YouTube. He literally, he does an excellent breakdown of LeBron James, Angry Man Hoops. He shows you clips where they lie about LeBron stats. Because, you know, you go to NBA.com, whatever stat a person has, you can go to the actual video mark and watch it. He showed where they just give LeBron stats. They give him rebounds, give him assists. He showed where teams let LeBron just score the basketball. He shows how announcers, like LeBron might turn the ball over and the announcer would say, oh, good pass by LeBron. Oh, they should have caught it. Like, it's crazy. The manipulation surrounding LeBron is actually a satanic spell. It truly is. If you really dissect what's really going on, it's truly satanic. And I really started to see how deep it was by watching Angry Man Hoops. I'm like, wait a minute, they're going this far? Yes, they're going that far. LeBron's stats are inflated. They're not real, they're inflated. That's why I played videos of Bronny James playing to show how easy it is to manipulate. Because they have to make Bronny James successful in the G League so that you won't question him being in the NBA. But we all should know you don't go from averaging 21 points a game, 6 assists, or 6 rebounds, 5 assists, and you can't make an entry pass in an NBA game. You can't get a bucket in an NBA game. You can only score when they just let you score. Think about what I'm saying. What player from the G League averages 21, 6, and 5 and can't score in an NBA game? It's all theater. It's all manipulation. It's not real. LeBron James being the GOAT is just propaganda. One day they said, listen, we got to get rid of Jordan. We got to get rid of Kobe. So you know what we're going to do? we're going to go ahead and just say that he's second to Michael Jordan. And then LeBron started repeating it. Well, I beat Golden State. That made me the GOAT. I won a championship for Cleveland. I got to be the GOAT. What are you talking about, dummy? And he's on steroids. 35% from beyond 3 feet. Has the most turnovers in NBA history. The list goes on and on. Can't shoot free throws. No post moves. No skill set. But he has 50,000 points. Is that a testament to his greatness or is it an indictment on the league? We watched the Denver Nuggets series with the Lakers the past 2 years. The Lakers won one game. You know why? Because each game came down to the final minutes. The games were close, and LeBron couldn't close. We saw 2 series back-to-back where LeBron James could not close. LeBron James is 1 for 29 since being a Laker, but they're telling you he has the most clutch shots in NBA history. It's all fabrication. It's lies. They need someone that they can attach this global agenda to, and LeBron is the perfect puppet. But let's continue. And he was pushing the shots, and he supports China. The list goes on and on. And he supports the woke agenda, Black Lives Matter. Again, they needed somebody to attach all the agendas to. That's LeBron James. Let's continue. Hope everybody is doing well today. But let's continue. Play it one more time so y'all can see he's already part of the Hollywood scene. I dare you all to go watch the LeBron James Space Jam. And he's not even clutch in Space Jam. You would think he would at least make himself clutch in the movie. He didn't. It was disgusting. It was disgusting. He started wearing 23 to try to erase MJ's legacy. He's trying. He's trying. Let's continue.
I'm not here campaigning for the best player in the world or in the history. I'm not saying that, because everybody plays differently in different eras. But to say that we won 3 in a row and I was a part of that team.
I never played against Will Chamberlain. I never played against, Jerry West. To now say that, one's greater than the other is being a little bit, unfair.
And then after I stopped, I was like, that one right there made you the greatest player of all time.
Now, you know that LeBron James is a narcissist, right? I want you to listen to Mike and then listen to LeBron.
I'm not here campaigning for the best player in the world or in the history. I'm not saying that, because everybody plays differently in different eras. But to say that we won 3 in a row and I was a part of that team.
I never played against Will Chamberlain. I never played against, Jerry West. To now say that, one's greater than the other is being a little bit, unfair.
And then after I stopped, I was like, that one right there made you the greatest player of all time.
So as you can see, LeBron James tried to say that and guess what? This era of human is a lowly beast. All of LeBron's antics don't get him shunned by the public. That's how far down humanity is. If Jordan behaved like LeBron, people would have hated him. If Kobe behaved like LeBron, people would have hated him. They would hate him. A basketball player calling themselves the GOAT, no other great player has done that, has said that. But when LeBron says it, people say, well, he's right, man. That's his opinion. It's just a soft beta cuck of an era, especially for the men. It's disgusting. This is truly LeBron's era. He is the GOAT of what we have today. The GOAT of no backbone, no principles, no honor, no character. He is the GOAT of this era. Everybody can be friends. Winning is not bad. It's more like just basketball. Imagine somebody making $50 million a year and then saying there's more to life than just basketball. And LeBron James put a dress on and a wig. So again, but let's continue.
Keep going. Always. There's been times, particularly early in my career, where it just feels like this is the end. But what I've come to find out is that, no matter what happens, the storm eventually ends. And when the storm does end, you want to make sure that you're ready. I've really learned to put one foot in front of the other, good, bad, or indifferent, because eventually that storm passes.
Hear Kobe one more time. Listen how Kobe talks. We're going to play LeBron.
Always keep going. Always. There's been times, particularly early in my career, where it just feels like this is the end. But what I've come to find out is that, no matter what happens, the storm eventually ends. And when the storm does end, you want to make sure that you're ready. I've really learned to put one foot in front of the other, good, bad, or indifferent, because eventually that storm passes.
Well, like I said before, Rico, I don't believe that Bronny James had a heart attack, because they want us to believe that Bronny James had a heart attack, had surgery, and was playing again in 4 months. They want us to believe that he had to be revived on the court, passed out, had to be revived. They said he was saved by the first responder. His life was saved. He had a surgery, but I guarantee you won't see a surgery scar anywhere on his body. How much you want to bet? How much you want to bet that you will not see a surgery scar on Bronny James' body from having heart surgery? I guarantee you won't. So the fact that he had a heart attack and he was playing 4 months later. Now, DeMar Hamlin had a heart attack and he was cleared 4 months later. But the difference is that DeMar Hamlin is a grown man. Bronny James has parents. I just don't know what parents would say, my son had a heart attack, okay, let him play in 4 months. I just can't see it. Sharif O'Neal had heart problems. He had some irregular heartbeat or something. They had him wearing a heart monitor. He did a medical red shirt for his freshman year in college. He didn't even play. He didn't even have a heart attack. He didn't play till the next year. So I just think it's kind of strange that Bronny James on the ground having to be revived. He goes from having to be revived to playing 4 months later. Everything is fixed. I just don't buy it. I think what they did was they said, okay, we can fake this heart thing because people think that the jab is causing it anyway. But what the heart attack really did was it let you give him a pass for his college performance. They were not going to be able to hide him in college. It's too many moving parts. It's too many teams, too many it's just too many moving parts. You can hide him in the G League. You can hide him in the NBA. But it's hard to hide him in college and high school. And so they had to find a way to hide him in college. So they said, okay, he's averaging 4 points, but it's because he had a heart attack. Then when he gets in the NBA and the G League and he's trash, okay, you make a phone call when Bronny has the ball, don't guard him. Let him shoot. Let him drive, let him shoot. And I challenge anybody, go watch Bronny James in a G League game scoring points and tell me what he's doing to score the points. He don't dribble well. He doesn't shoot well. What does he do well? Nothing. He's not being guarded. Cole said he might be getting ready to get sacrificed. It's possible. Saving the Rico said Sharif is a perfect example. They say Bronny had 3 heart attacks, then saved him. You could be right. That's what I'm saying. So I'm just saying that to me, it was a way, and this is Hollywood. Hollywood makes you a victim or a villain. They bring you down, then they rise you back up. They raise you back up. So all of this is a script. It's not real. LeBron going to Stephen A. We're going to get into it. LeBron going to Stephen A. and LeBron talking to Richard Jefferson. All this stuff is not real. This is a Hollywood ritual played out over and over again. They got to bring you down to pull you up to go to the next level. This is Satan. This is Satan. Satan is going to mimic what God does. He's going to mimic it. So we become better, us as believers, by going through the fire, by going through the valley of the shadow of death. What they do is they mimic the situation and then they pull you up. But guess what? It's not real. It's not real. So Bronny James, victim, heart attack, sympathy, get in the league, talk bad about him, villain, then you're going to raise him back up. It's all controlled. It's all orchestrated. Bronny James has a breakout game. It's easy to manipulate. It's easy to do it. You tell these guys, if you don't let Bronny James score, you're going to be out the league. It's easy. It's simple. It's not hard to do. Blanch, it ain't that deep. It is that deep. It is that deep when you want somebody to be the face of an agenda.
Born wide receiver, and he's a natural born quarterback, so it fits perfect. I've been running the floor and running lanes pretty much my whole life, and he's been throwing great passes pretty much his whole life. It's not hard to get a rhythm when it comes to that. You know, it's just all about, eye contact and, him being a great quarterback like he is, and he being the recipient of it. So,
like I said, it's going to take some time, but you saw it. I mean, even in the first game, we had some of those. So I'm happy to get my first alley-oop with him.
Think about it. The Dallas Mavericks tanked their franchise to give Luka to the Lakers. And then LeBron James only bigging up Luka because, again, his fans are so stupid. He's like, okay, I'm gonna be the bigger person. Luka's the quarterback. I'm the receiver. This is his team. And then he's going to do a fake injury and sit out. So the Lakers can lose and everybody can say, we need LeBron. Luka can't do it. It's really about LeBron. It's all scripted. It's a setup. It's a setup. LeBron James ain't hurt. LeBron James was created in a lab. And he's taking steroids. He don't never get hurt. He has to fake injuries. He never gets hurt. I told y'all he was created. He has no family lineage. All he has is mother. We don't know what was in that Petri dish. He didn't have no dang growing injury. He's lying. If anybody hurts their growing, you're going to be out for about 6 months. If anybody's played sports and your growing is hurt, it takes about a year for your growing to fully heal. Talking about a cup, who can come back from a growing injury after 2 weeks? Stop. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And I'm looking for a video that this guy did. This guy did a video. And he was like, I told y'all he was going, because the guy had predicted that LeBron James was going to fake an injury. Is this it?
For those of you who didn't catch it, Channing Frye recently went on an
That's this guy named Scap Attack. Excellent basketball commentary. Oh, I wish I could find this guy's video, man. He's like, I told y'all he was going to fake an injury. But listen to his fans. Listen to his fans. Listen to his fans.
It's simple to me, man. LeBron just let Stephen A know, listen, you can talk about me all you want, but don't use my son as a means to try to take more low blows at me. It would be different if Stephen A was talking about Bronny and how much he got torched by Tyrese Maxey. I get that. If he would have balanced it out with Bronny's latest development, but he hasn't, because when he...
No, you're right, Justin. The Mavs are trying to sell the team. You're right. You're right. But they gave Luka to the Lakers, though. Like, you know, I get why they're doing what they did, but they're trying to give Luka to the Lakers, though. So it's like, again, it's all a script. It's not real. None of this stuff is real.
Initially went at Bronny, it was about going at LeBron. He even said,
I am pleading with LeBron James as a father. Stop this.
What the hell that got to do with basketball? Getting torched by Tyrese Maxey ain't even a big thing, especially for a rookie. You gonna get torched. The funny thing is, everybody else before the 55th pick ain't get talked about that like that. Look at Giannis. His brother is quite possibly on the team because Giannis is on the team. Stephen A ain't talking about that. Now, pleading with LeBron as a father, that's kind of funny considering there's a lot of talk about Michael Jordan on Stephen A's show. However, nobody talks about how Marcus Jordan snorts coke, messes with his dad's best player's ex-wife, gets DUIs on train tracks.
Do you see how LeBron James fans are? Marcus Jordan is in his 30s. What do you want Jordan to do with him? Just think about Giannis's brother was still better than Bronny. Like Giannis's brother is still better than Bronny. And Giannis never said, my brother is better than half the league. LeBron fans are really, really, truly, LeBron fans are like Democrats. Most LeBron fans are liberals, most of them. If you do a survey or a poll, most LeBron fans are liberal, most of them. Most of them are support the Democrats. I'm telling you, the way their mind thinks. Giannis's brother on the team is not the same as LeBron James' son not qualifying at all to be in the NBA, and then LeBron saying he's better than half the NBA. That's different. Marcus Jordan is in his 30s. He's a grown man. Why would I talk about that with Jordan and his son is grown? This LeBron, this is what they do.
With random white women. I say all that to say that's egregious behavior. There would be a little bit of a reason to bring women. I say all that to say Jordan snorts coke, messes with his dad's best player's ex-wife, gets DUIs on train tracks with random white women. I say all that to say that's egregious behavior. There would be a little bit of a reason to bring it up because it's so crazy. Bronny don't mess with nobody. He just try to play basketball. And he's going to get torched as a 55th pick. But as he develops, if you completely ignore that and only use his shortcomings as an opportunity to go at his father's going to step in and say, leave my son out of that.
That is the typical LeBron James fan. LeBron James is faking an injury right now so everybody can say, man, we need LeBron. We need LeBron back. It ain't Luka, man. Luka can't do it. LeBron can do it, not Luka. That's all. It's sickening.
Just put to bed a couple of things that have been reported that are false. People was talking about LeBron called me out my name, or I saw somebody said he called me a bitch. Somebody said he called me a punk and all this. None of that is true. He was fiery. He approached me during the game.
Stephen A. Smith is a pathetic slug of a human being. He is a sea urchin. He is a sea urchin stuck in a sewer underneath Manhattan. He is disgusting. He's spineless and heartless and cowardly. But let's continue.
And he said, stop effing with my son. That's my effing son. Stop effing with my son. I said, what? Nah, man, straight up, man to man. Real talk. Stop effing with my son. And I saw how furious he was. And I said, we can talk about it later. Nah, F that. Stop effing with my son. That's my son. That's my son. I said, all right, dog. Fine. And he walked away. That's all he said.
That's my son. That's my son. No, man, that's my son. Just out of context, just crying about something. His fans like, he talking about his son. Stephen A. was not talking about his son. Let's play what Stephen A. actually said. I hope it's in order.
LeBron James coming up to me, unexpectedly, I might add, to confront me about making sure that I mind what I say about his son. Can't repeat the words because they ain't suited for FCC airwaves. That's what he was doing. I thought long and hard about this over the last few hours because I had no intentions, Molly, of talking about this at all.
Yeah.
And the reason why is because it was a one-on-one, I wouldn't say a conversation, but it was a one-on-one confrontation. But then I wake up and everybody from me.
Man, I'd have been like, man, shut up. What you gonna do? Do something stupid. What you gonna do? So I can sue you for $100 million. What you gonna do, dummy? Hit me.
ESPN and my agent and everybody else.
I would have went viral. I was like, man, you soft. I would have talked about steroids. You on steroids. You soft. I'd have went down the whole list.
Else were sending me that this thing had gone viral. And so ultimately it was unavoidable. And that is why I have to discuss it now. That wasn't a basketball player confronting me. That was
Stephen A. Smith is disgusting. I don't know how these people sleep at night, but Stephen A. Smith is disgusting. Hold on, let me see if this is the right video, because that ain't what I want to watch.
he approached me during the game and he said, "Stop effing with my son. That's my effing son. Stop effing with my son." I said, "What? Nah, man, straight up, man to man. Real talk. Stop effing with my son."
What is LeBron James stuck in the 90s? Yo, straight up, man. Man to man. Yo, straight up, word to mother. Like, what? LeBron James so fake. I'll tell you, man, shut up. Shut up. And go get back in the game. Go work on your free throws, dummy.
And I saw how furious he was. And I said, "We can talk about it later." "Nah, F that. Stop effing with my son. That's my son. That's my son." I said, "All right, dog. Fine." And he walked away. That's all he said. I knew what he was talking about. I've spoken about this before. Matter of fact, I heard that not many, not all, but a few players were upset at me about that. I think one player in particular was
Draymond Green. Another clutch sport flunky. Draymond Green has sold his soul.
who I haven't spoken to since and has no desire to speak to me primarily because of this, I suppose. And I found out the way that I found out, which was last night.
Man, Steve, man, listen, they better than me. Draymond, you
Last night at the Lakers game happened. Now I get, and people have said to me today that I'm looking pretty damn sad. I'll fess up, I am. Because something like that is not something that should make any of us comfortable. I didn't anticipate it. I don't know why I didn't anticipate it. But I'm not here to blame LeBron James. That wasn't a basketball player talking to me last night. That was a dad.
Man, shut up, you bum. Shut up, you bum.
Delusional rant about how essentially Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan's legacies are overrated and that it is the memory of those players that is destroying the NBA.
Nostalgia is killing the NBA. The 90s basketball, Michael Jordan and Kobe, was not as clean as y'all think it was.
Now, as preposterous as that premise was, LeBron James went on record to resoundingly co-sign this idiocy in perhaps one of the most tone-deaf and pathetic moments of his entire career, which is really saying something.
But Channing, he said it. He said it perfectly. Couldn't have said it no better. But
and for a guy who has been running around calling himself the GOAT for about a full decade now,
That one right there made me the greatest player of all time.
who declared he would win 8 championships with the Heat,
Not 5, not 6, not 7.
before dragging his
You know what's funny about LeBronosexuals and LeBronosauruses is that the same things that LeBron has done would disqualify Jordan and anybody else from being the GOAT. Think about what I'm saying. If Jordan had a choked in several series, if Jordan had a promised 8 rings but only got 6, like the things that LeBron has done would disqualify these other players from being the GOAT. But for some reason and somehow, these things make him the GOAT. LeBron went to Miami, had the best team in the NBA, and went 2 for 4 in his stint in Miami. He won 2 championships. He lost to a Dallas Mavericks team that had only one All-Star on it, and he lost to the Spurs team by the largest margin in NBA history. That's how he walked into Miami, and that's how he left Miami. And quiet is kept. I'm going to give y'all a little tidbit. Greg Popovich pulls out Tim Duncan for no reason. LeBron James shoots the ball, hits the backboard. Now you got Tony Parker trying to get a rebound over Chris Bosh. And then Ray Allen hit the shot. Save LeBron James' legacy, because prior to that, he had missed 3 shots and had 2 turnovers. But they're not going to tell you that. He was horrible that series. Horrible. It would have been his. And then also, against OKC, if you remember, the series was tied 1-1. And Kevin Durant drove to the basket, and LeBron James knocked his leg down. You going up, and I knock your leg down. Now, in any other scenario, that is a foul. Guess what the announcer said? Oh, you can't call that. If Kevin Durant goes to the free throw line, the game is over. OKC goes up 2-1. But instead of them going up 2-1, now Miami's up 2-1. And then you had James Harden come off the bench. He had been averaging 20, but for some reason against Miami, he's got to play basketball. If you go back and look at LeBron James championships, it's from funny business always going. It's never just a straight up win. Even when he won with the Warriors, before Andrew Bogut got hurt, they was down 3-1. Andrew Bogut got hurt. Iguodala got hurt. The ref stopped calling fouls. They was able to roughhouse. And remember, Steph got ejected. Draymond Green got ejected. Remember when LeBron James got on the podium and said, man, I'm a father. I'm a husband. He can't talk to me like that. I'm a man. He can't talk to me like that. Something got to be done. And then Draymond got suspended. Bogut got hurt. Draymond suspended. Iggy got hurt. Now they come back. Now it's 3-3 series. And all of a sudden now, Steph Curry turned the ball over, can't buy a basket. Steph Curry threw the ball. Remember when Klay Thompson was wide open? Y'all probably remember. It was a play. Klay Thompson was wide open on the wing. Steph Curry throws a behind-the-back pass. We talk about in the clutch moments. Behind the back, he threw it out of bounds. Steph Curry had Kevin Love guard him. He hit the backboard. It's always some funny business when LeBron James wins. And to top it all off, LeBron James had a horrible game that game. 5 turnovers, 5 for 20-something from the field. Like, he had a bad game. But guess who saved the day? Kyrie. Kyrie. Let's continue.
His bum ass out of town after winning just 2, this really does take the cake. LeBron, of all people, is whining about the responsibilities of being the face of the NBA.
I've always taken that seriously and understood from the beginning what being a professional was all about and being a role model was all about. So
LeBron says he didn't even want to be the face of the NBA.
And said he don't want it. Obviously I didn't ask for it. But
and sure, a guy who tattooed Chosen One on his back while he was still in high school, who has been crowning himself and calling himself king for the better part of the last 2 decades, and annoyingly going out of his way to repeatedly call himself the GOAT. Yeah, he never wanted it.
Obviously I didn't ask for it. But
perhaps most hilariously, though, LeBron seems to take some kind of exception with the way the media is treating these players today. So much so, methinks the gentleman doth protest too much. LeBron is concerned with media coverage.
I don't know why do you want to be the face of a league when all the people that that cover our game and talk about our game on a day-to-day basis on everybody.
But that's a lie, though. Who talks bad about the NBA? Who? Tell me who. Give me a name. Who gets on TV and says the NBA is bad? Who? Who says it? It's a lie. It's a lie. Like, think about it. Who talks bad about the NBA? Who? He's talking about people on social media? YouTube? Who? All the major podcasters praise the NBA. All the pundits on TV praise the NBA. Who is talking bad about the NBA? Who? Who? Charles Barkley? Yeah, but he said the people that cover the sport. He's talking about folks on TV. Who on TV talks about the NBA negatively? Who? Who? I know the NBA is trash, but I'm saying, but who says it's trash though? Stephen A. Smith don't say that. Skip Bayless don't say that. Shannon Sharp don't say that. Nick Wright don't say that. Colin Cowherd, who says it? Nobody talks bad about the NBA. What he's talking about is the people he wants to reach, and that's the streets. The folks he can't touch. That's who he's talking about. People like me. Yes, this era of basketball is trash. It's LA Fitness basketball. It's 24-hour fitness basketball. It's exactly what it is. It's open gym. Exactly what it is. It's rec ball. The NBA is trash. It's trash. There are no rivalries. There's no bad blood. There's no, I don't like him. There's none of that. There ain't nobody getting their head knocked off. The toughest guy in the NBA is Draymond Green. That's it. Think about it. The toughest guy in the NBA is Draymond Green. Enough said. Thank you, Ms. Jackson. No defense. You get to travel. Just making up stuff. It's trash. Shooting 53s a game is trash. Oh, my bad. Isaiah Stewart. But he actually kind of tough for real, though. But Isaiah Stewart don't bother nobody, though. He don't try to bully nobody. Isaiah Stewart mind his business. Draymond tries to be the tough guy. LeBron James, y'all remember that one time when he elbowed Isaiah Stewart in the eye, he cut his eye. LeBron did it on purpose. You want to see some film. LeBron James was boxing him out, and he put his elbow way up here to box that boy out. That is a no-no in basketball. That is a no-no. You never box out up here. LeBron James split his eye open. That boy tried to kill LeBron, dog. And they protecting LeBron. Well, Isaiah Stewart's out of control. Somebody get him. What's wrong with him? LeBron James is a coward. There are. Thank you, Stem. There is no star. The problem is Anthony Edwards got 4 baby mamas. He can't even be the face of the league. Ja Morant playing with guns. He can't be the face of the league. Tatum got the brains of a disabled squirrel. He can't be the face of the league. Who are you going to pick? Luka? He can't speak English. Who are you going to pick? Jokic? Who's going to be the face of the league? You can't even pick an American. Who? Shea? Who going to be the face? NBA is trash. NBA is trash.
have that responsibility. It's just weird. It's weird energy.
A guy who was given.
That's what I'm saying, y'all. You can't even use an American. I know Shea is Canadian, but I'm saying you can't even use an American to be the face. You got Shea, Giannis, Jokic, Wemby, and Luka, all foreigners. You can't even use an American to be the face. But guess what? That's what they wanted. They don't want Americans to be the face. They want the NBA to represent the world. They don't want an American to be the face. That's the whole point. That's the whole point of why they got LeBron. LeBron's goal was to destroy sports, period. He can cheat, lie, cut corners, be dishonest, throw people under the bus, get folks traded, get folks fired. He does the whole gambit of deplorable acts, and he's celebrated. I never asked to be the face of the league, but I'm just going to get chosen one tatted on my back and call myself the king. Are you serious?
That, that cover our game and talk about our game on a day-to-day basis on everybody. Have that responsibility. It's just weird. It's weird energy.
A guy who was given everything at every stage of his career, who has been coddled and protected, unlike any athlete of this century, whose every misstep and failure is covered up, glossed over, or totally ignored. Yes, make no mistake, the media did play a very large role in getting us to where we are today, and most certainly not in a good way.
That is a Scap Attack. Great content on his page on YouTube. I advise you all to check out Scap Attack and Angry Man Hoops. And a young lady, her name is I think it's the Sports Tea. She's good. And there's another guy, I forgot his I'll remember it, but there's another guy has a good one. Good show too. But again, what they're having a problem with is social media. Because social media is so prevalent and powerful, they can't fight against social media. Because anybody can be a personal, like anybody can give out their opinion on social media. So what LeBron's having a problem with is social media having their own opinions, the average person. Because back in the day, it was just barbershop talk. It was just playground talk. It was just, rec ball talk. Now, people have whole platforms dissecting everything that LeBron does. He didn't approach me as a basketball player. He approached me as a father. Stephen A. is disgusting. He is disgusting.
With LeBron James as a father. Stop this. Stop this. We all know that Bronny James is in the NBA because of his dad. The first game of the season, opening night, the Griffeys in attendance, father-son duo playing in an NBA game for the first time, an absolutely positively wonderful story. And then reality sets in. We love what we're seeing from him in the G League because that's where you belong. As you hone your skills and you get better and you legitimately earn, which I believe he has the potential to do. I am rooting for Bronny James. It would be cruel to root against him. It's a wonderful kid. I wish him nothing but the best. But he's LeBron James' son. And everybody knows.
Now, what did Stephen A. Smith say bad about Bronny James? What did Stephen A. Smith say bad about Bronny James? What did he say? This entire minute clip I have right here is about him talking about LeBron. He's talking about LeBron using Bronny. What did he say bad about Bronny? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So why are all LeBron's fans mad at Stephen A? I'll tell you why. Because he's talking about LeBron. That's why. Or he's more affectionately known as LeBron or LaFraud or LaFlop or LaBum. He approached me as a father, not as a basketball player, but as a father.
Coach of the Boston Celtics, Coach Mazzulla, was being interviewed, and the interviewer asked him the question and said this.
It seems to me that Jason has to deal with unfair criticism.
Gets to deal with. He gets to deal with it. It's the ultimate compliment. You know, and that's what we talk about. It's like, this is what you asked for. You asked to be one of the best players in the NBA on the best team in the NBA with an opportunity, you know, to be an icon for the league for a long, long time. This is what you asked for.
And so what most people don't realize is that when they ask for success, is that what comes with it is criticism, pressure, and the weight of expectations. But here's the thing. Sometimes your biggest problem is a privilege. People would kill to have your problems, because when you're chasing greatness, when you declare to the world, I want to be the best, you're also saying, bring me the really good problems. That's the fine print of ambition. You're not just signing up for the accolades. You are signing up for the late nights, the tough decisions, and yes, the public scrutiny. You asked for this when you set your sights on the top. This is the cost of admission for the life you want. When the pressure builds, don't run from it. Lean in and say, I get to do this. Because remember, you asked for this.
So what this guy just stated is the problem with the NBA. Is that society is so weak and pathetic that where guys believe that they can have the position without the critique, that they can be great without being challenged. Who would ever give them such an idea? I'll tell you. LeBron. LeBron only became popular like he did because the media and the fans made him a victim. You had the mean white man, Skip Bayless, talking about the poor kid from the inner city. That's how all this got created. That Skip Bayless dared to tell the truth about LeBron years ago. And I said this earlier. Skip Bayless said, he's not that guy. All of this we see, he said, he's not that guy. Because Skip Bayless can see when the moment comes, how do you respond to the moment? That's the sign of greatness. How do you respond to the moment? And he said years ago that LeBron James wasn't that guy. And instead of people being honest, they made it racial. They said he was a hater. They brought folks on the show to try to humiliate him. All that just to keep LeBron James' legacy alive so he could end up destroying all of them. Think about that. Think about everybody fighting to preserve LeBron James' legacy just for him in the end to destroy them all.
The head coach of the Boston Celtics, Coach Mazzulla, was being interviewed, and the interviewer asked him the question and said this.
It seems to me that Jason has to deal with unfair criticism.
Gets to deal with. He gets to deal with it. It's the ultimate compliment. You know, and that's what we talk about. It's like, this is what you asked for. You asked to be one of the best players in the NBA on the best team in the NBA with an opportunity, you know, to be an icon for the league for a long, long time. This is what you asked for.
And
so the reporter asked the question, Jason Tatum has to deal, or it seems like he has to deal with some undue criticism. Says who? Do you understand that there's a corporate, what's the word I'm looking for? What's that word I'm looking for? A concerted effort. There's a concerted effort to demasculate men. Even the way the reporter asked the question, it's already from a beta simp perspective. It seems that Tatum has to deal with undue criticism. No, he doesn't. He signed for $300+ million. Are you crazy? He got endorsement deals. He signed for $300+ million. He got his own shoe, commercials. What? There's an effort to get rid of real men. This is why they want LeBron James to be the face of sports, because he has a single mother's spirit. He's emotional. He's entitled. I'm not saying that all single mothers are like that. I'm saying that's his spirit, though. A spoiled baby mama. A baby mama of some drug dealer. Some rapper. She ain't earned nothing. All she did was have the baby. That's it. LeBron James. He was just born or hatched or created or cloned. I don't know. LeBron James embodies everything wrong with this era. To want to be called the king, but you don't want the throne challenged. You want to be the king, but you don't want the throne challenged. It's a coward. It's a beta. It's a simp. It's a buster. It's a buster.
Compare Bronny James to the rest of the players the Lakers passed up in order to draft LeBron's son. Where he went 55th overall, there was 58 players selected in total, so there's 3 main players the Lakers picked him over. You know, all the nepotism allegations, heated discussion this week. Spoiler, this is bad news for the haters. How's Bronny doing? Here's his NBA stats. You know, not great, not a lot of playing time, but in the G League, my boy's kind of cooking. 21.9 points per game, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. Let's compare him to Kevin McCullough Jr., who fell to 56 because the Lakers...
You see why they do the inflated stats for Bronny? You see why? And you can go watch the game. I'm saying my word, go watch the game. Go watch a G League game and tell me what they doing to Bronny. Go watch a G League game and tell me if Bronny's really cooking.
Took Bronny. Kevin McCullough Jr. has no NBA playing time yet. His G League stats, 9.6 points, 4.7 rebounds, and 2 assists. Well, Bronny's is way better. Also, Bronny is 3 years younger than Kevin McCullough Jr. The next player drafted at 57th was Ulrich Shamshay. Ulrich's G League stats. Here's Bronny's again. Ulrich is 8 points per game, 8.7 rebounds.
See what they did? They said, don't guard Bronny so he can look better than all. It's all scripted. Because we're in an era where folks don't know basketball. So they can't even tell you what's good on the court or what's bad. I can watch Bronny play and say he has a low IQ. He doesn't have a skill set. He's not quick. I can tell you, I can watch him. He doesn't handle the ball well. I can just watch him and tell. But if you don't know the sport, you go by stats. This is why again, it's manipulation through numbers. Let Bronny James score these points so it justifies him being in the league. It's simple. You think about it. How do you go from averaging 21-5, right now it's 21-6-5 in the G League, but you can't make a simple entry pass in the NBA? It doesn't make any sense. You can't make a simple entry pass to the post or to the high post, and it doesn't make any sense. You mean to tell me you average 21 points in the G League and you can't get a bucket in the NBA? It doesn't make any sense because it's not real. That's why. That's why. It's not real. That's why.
Whistled for the foul.
Get some confidence.
Well, I think he'll just play a lot freer tonight.
Well, there he is, lays it up and in. You hear the 2-minute warning over the PA system. Bronny's open. Got to take that one. Bronny!
So we're going to watch this game, and we're going to watch the players guarding Bronny, and tell me what is Bronny doing that's so special to. Let's just watch.
Gets whistled for the foul.
Get some confidence.
Well, I think he'll just play a lot freer tonight.
Well, there he is, lays it up and in. You hear the 2-minute warning over the PA system. Bronny's open. Got to take that one. Bronny hits a three, and it's been reason. Bucciavino, Bronny, little flyby. James leads in. Father and son athletes that have played on the same team. And
no Anthony Davis, no LeBron James. And nice play by
Bronny behind the back. It's a 3-on-2. James all the way. Score it! On the break, Bronny James with the left hand.
To steal.
Q, lob, Bronny! Throw it down with two hands. We're talking about how you don't want it to go to overtime, and overtime is bad, especially in the preseason, as Bronny gets alone and scores. Anderson, Moody, trying to play a little keep away.
So, as you see, they're not guarding him. He will, watch, just watch.
Lays it up and in. You hear the 2-minute warning over the PA system. Bronny's open. Got to take that one. Bronny hits a three, and it's been reason. Bucciavino, Bronny.
I want you to watch this real quick. Watch. Look at this guy right here. Look at this. Nobody closes out like this. He's jumping at the man from 5 feet. Nobody does this. You don't close out jumping from 5 feet away to fly. Like he just doesn't. I'm trying to tell y'all, it's a set. Just watch.
Bronny, little flyby. James. Bronny, little flyby. James leads in. Father and son athletes that have
contest. Watch. Look. No contest.
Athletes that have played on the same.
So again, it's manipulation. They have to justify Bronny being in the NBA, so they got to cheat. And I knew when he got drafted, I said, there's no way he's going to be successful in the NBA. I said, they're going to have to cheat. There's no way. He doesn't have this. He's 6'1". He's not quick. He's not a point guard. Matter of fact, let's play somebody. Let's play another take. Play another take. Play another take. Let me go. Yeah, I just had to. Here we go. My bad. I got it. No, that wasn't it either. I just saw it earlier. Let me see. It's not the LaFlop folder. It's not the LeBron folder. Let me see. LeBron. It's not the Kane folder. Y'all, I just saw, I had the video because I checked to see if I had it. And I had the video. Come on, man. Oh, here it goes. Tripping.
Yeah, you have to pretend that Bronny's an NBA player because otherwise you'll upset the king. And remember, he is a 6'2" guard that's a non-point guard. I've never seen that existing in the current NBA. And go back 20 years. He is 1 for 16 in the NBA from the floor, 0 for 7 on threes. He's not an NBA player. He was not a great high school player. He was a good high school player. He wasn't a good college player. He was a college player. And he's not an NBA player. And he may be a great kid. I'm sure he is. LeBron's a nice guy. I've met him. Can we stop pretending on this? Tyrese Maxey's a great player and cooked him. And you rushed him up because, hey, he had a good G League game. Oh, God. And I think of the many reasons the NFL is separated from the NBA is the NFL's a serious league. The games matter. It's adults. It's men. It's real conversation. We're not going to see Jalen Hurts' son wedged into the Eagles to play running back. No, it's Saquon Barkley. He's better than anybody. Grown-up conversations. Don't be terrified. Walk on eggshells. Last night came in, 3 turnovers, 0 for 5, looked terrified, nervous, and the Sixers, you can't fool players, went right after him. This continues to be an unserious story.
So I saw King Cole said the LaMelo brothers was trash. So the Ball brothers, well, LaMelo this year is averaging 26 points, 5 rebounds, and 7 assists. So LaMelo he's not trash. I mean, he's on a bad team, but he's not trash. Lonzo Ball, he's been riddled with injuries for his career. But if I'm not mistaken, I think, didn't he get, let me go to his career. So Lonzo Ball's career stats are 11 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists, 40% from the field, 36 from 3, 60 from the line. So I don't think he's trash though. Like, you got to think about it. Even with Lonzo Ball having a messed up shot, he can still go on the court and produce. I mean, yeah. Now, the one in the middle, is it LiAngelo? I think LiAngelo, he just wasn't athletic enough. He just wasn't athletic enough. But those guys are way better than Bronny. It's not even close. They are way better than Bronny. It's not even close. But let's play Colin Cowherd again.
Yeah, you have to pretend that Bronny's an NBA player because otherwise you'll upset the king. And remember, he is a 6'2" guard that's a non-point guard. I've never seen that existing in the current NBA. And go back 20 years. He is 1 for 16 in the NBA from the floor, 0 for 7 on threes. He's not an NBA player. He was not a great high school player. He was a good high school player. He wasn't a good college player. He was a college player. And he's not an NBA player. And he may be a great kid. I'm sure he is. LeBron's a nice guy. I've met him. Can we stop pretending on this? Tyrese Maxey's a great player and cooked him. And you rushed him up because, hey, he had a good G League game. Oh, God. And I think of the many reasons the NFL is separated from the NBA is the NFL's a serious league. The games matter. It's adults. It's men. It's real conversation. We're not going to see Jalen Hurts' son wedged into the Eagles to play running back. No, it's Saquon Barkley. He's better than anybody. Grown-up conversations. Don't be terrified. Walk on eggshells. Last night came in, 3 turnovers, 0 for 5. Looked terrified, nervous, and the Sixers, you can't fool players, went right after him. This continues to be an unserious story.
So clearly, Colin Cowherd went harder than Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith said nothing about Bronny that was bad, absolutely nothing. Stephen A.'s critique was about LeBron. This is how you know all this stuff is scripted, because what Colin Cowherd said should have got LeBron upset. If anything was to get LeBron upset, what Colin Cowherd just said should have been it, not what Stephen A. Smith said. They don't even mention what Colin Cowherd said. They don't even mention it. Is it because he's white? I don't know. What's the reason? You know, LeBron got the black coach fired last year. He got Darvin Ham fired. But just to bring the white boy in. Now, if I did that, I'd be called a sellout. They'd be like, see, we told you Blanch was a sellout. But LeBron does it. Y'all give him another jewel in his crown. Darvin Ham was in a series with Denver last year. First round of the playoffs. The year prior, they met Denver in the Western Conference Finals. This year, they met the same team in the first round of playoffs last year. He has the quote-unquote best player on his team. The Lakers led the series 70% of the time. If I'm coaching and I say, I can make sure that you all are leading the game 70% of the time, that other 30% isn't on the coach. It's on the star player. It's on the star. If the team is leading a series 70% of the time, then the rest of that weight goes to the star. But guess what? Nobody blamed LeBron. You know what they said? Me, 39 years old. He can't do it all by himself. But then when LeBron does good, man, he's 39 years old. We ain't never seen it before. It's disgusting. Most of his fans are liberal, feminine-spirited men because they identify with him being a victim. LeBron's appeal to the average fanatic, his fanatics, is that they feel like he was a victim. Man, Skip Bayless is white, man. Talking about LeBron like that's what made him. I told y'all black man is weak. They trying to tear down Jordan and Kobe. You know why? Because they didn't make excuses. They never claimed to be victims. Isaiah Thomas lied. Jordan went to the commissioner and said, we was fouling him too hard. Did y'all stop fouling him? No. Y'all didn't stop fouling him. Everybody is trying to tear down the man that stands on principle. Now, I know Jordan might have been on coke. He was a whoremonger. He was all these gambler. Jordan might have been all of these things. But when it came to that basketball court, he gave everything he had. I got to respect that. I don't like Jordan because of his personal life. I like him because he did on the court. That's what I'm judging. Kobe Bryant. Off the court, that's him. On the court, sometimes I got upset. But Kobe and Jordan practice what they preach. They put the work in. They led by example. Remember when Isaiah Thomas said with the Cavs? He said, there was an interview after the game and he said, and they were like, you guys' offense seemed kind of stagnant or something they were saying. He was like, yeah. He said, LeBron don't practice with us. He said it. He said, LeBron does not practice with us. And I said, dang. And, he was going after the midway season. He was, remember he got rid of the whole team. He got rid of him, Isaiah Thomas, D. Rose. He got rid of the whole team in midseason. But when Isaiah Thomas said that, I said, ooh, he don't have any basketball IQ. So when LeBron is going into games, and some folks may say, man, that's greatness. LeBron is going into games and he's orchestrating off the fly. But the difference is that he has the help of a watered down league and the referees. They're never going to let him, he'll never foul the game. He'll never foul out. And he can offensive foul everybody. He can run people over. So he has an advantage in the game nobody else has. You can't touch him. So when y'all see LeBron missing, he's really missing. Disgusting. Listen, they want you to stop listening to R. Kelly. Somebody just a side topic. They want you to stop listening to R. Kelly. I'll try to find some Kobe and Michael Jordan videos. Oh, no, he didn't know. No, he didn't push Mario Chalmers. Chalmers wanted that smoke. Matter of fact, let's go to that video. Matter of fact, let's go to that video. Let's go to a video.
What did you say?
Stop acting like a bitch. That's it. We get back to the bench. I'm like, nigga, we losing. Like, all this bitching that we doing, like, we gotta stop acting like bitches just play fucking basketball. Like, nigga, you the best player out here. So I looked at him dead in his eyes and I said, stop being a bitch and go play.
I said that, man, and I got kicked off the Lakers, so I know how you feel, nigga.
I got bitched for the whole game, bro. It's just like certain things you can't say.
You can't say that. I said that one time and I was off the team.
Yeah, let GM get him out or
damn, bro. That's the year after we won the championship, man.
That's what happened?
For real, that's what happened.
It happened on defense, huh?
It happened on defense. Yeah, and I was like, yo, you got to get back. And he got mad because I said something. And I was like, yo, stop acting like a bitch, man. God damn.
Yeah, that sounds like exactly what happened with us.
All we doing is talking. It ain't like I'm trying to come at your manhood or anything like that. It's just
that's what shocked me the most. Is like when he got up, I'm like, really? Like you getting up towards me? Like
big motherfucker jumped up quick.
He wasn't gonna do that. That was my thing. I said what I said.
Miami very frustrated. Again, here's the play, George. Miscommunication, Chalmers and James upset. And then after a turnover by Chalmers and another three, this was the Miami bench during this last timeout. Chalmers and James still talking about it, and James gets very upset with Chalmers right here and gets in his face. These two have had that kind of relationship.
Yes.
Chalmers has always been kind of the little brother that they yell at. But you can see the frustration, and Doug, as you've said, what this game means to Miami.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So he ain't pushed no Chalmers. I don't know what y'all talking about. You heard what Chalmers said. He wasn't going to do nothing. You heard Chalmers say that he bitched me after. I got bitched after that. This is the king now. This is the king. No accountability. It's the king now. Mario Chalmers. Now, everybody know good and well that LeBron's supposed to be guarding Paul George and not Mario Chalmers. But again, this is what LeBron would do. He wouldn't guard the best player. So he was making his all defensive team because he was guarding a guy that wasn't that good. LeBron ain't slick. We all know who's supposed to be on Paul George. Why we acting brand new and stupid? Why?
What did you say?
Stop acting like a bitch. That's it. We get back to the bench. I'm like, nigga, we losing. Like, all this bitching that we doing, like, we gotta stop acting like bitches just play fucking basketball. Like, nigga, you the best player out here. So I looked at him dead in his eyes and I said, stop being a bitch and go play.
I said that, man, and I got kicked off the Lakers, so I know how you feel, nigga.
I got bitched for the whole game, bro. It's just like certain things you can't say.
You can't say that. I said that one time and I was off the team.
Yeah, let GM get him out or
damn, bro. That's the year after we won the championship, man. Damn, bro, that was off the TV.
Yeah, let GM get him out of.
Damn, bro, that's the year after we won the championship, man.
That's what happened?
For real, that's what happened.
It happened on defense, huh?
It happened on defense. And I was like, yo, you got to get back. And he got mad because I said something. And I was like, yo, stop acting like a bitch, man. God damn.
Yeah, that sounds like exactly what happened with us.
All we doing is talking. It ain't like I'm trying to come at your manhood or anything like that. It's just
that's what shocked me the most. Is like when he got up, I'm like, really? Like you getting up towards me? Like
big motherfucker jumped up quick.
He wasn't gonna do that. That was my thing. I said what I said.
Miami very frustrated. Again, here's the play, George. Miscommunication. Chalmers and James upset. And then after a turnover by Chalmers and another three, this was the Miami bench during this last timeout. Chalmers and James still talking about it, and James gets very upset with Chalmers right here and gets in his face. These two have had that kind of relationship. Chalmers has always been kind of the little brother that they yell at. But you can see the frustration, and Doug, as you said, what this game means to Miami.
Absolutely. Ain't nobody scared of you, man. Sit down somewhere, man. That's what I'm saying. Stephen A should have said, man, shut up. Stephen A should have just said, man, shut up. But he couldn't because he's part of the script. He can't say it. It's a part of the script. He got to take it. Humiliation ritual. He got to take it. He can't say shut up. Shut up, bum. Shut up, bum. Le Cap.
Why do you want to be the face of the league when all the
Man, I saw Haslam was laughing. Haslam had a smirk on his face because he know good and well LeBron ain't gonna do nothing. Haslam was laughing.
This your king. Look at this guy, bro.
Look how Lady reacted though. Look how Lady reacted. Look at it.
Great actor. Great actor for sure.
Look at that. Do y'all see this? Oh my goodness. You know, now y'all know when the Antichrist come, every LeBron fan is gonna follow him. Every LeBron fan is gonna follow the Antichrist. We know that.
This your king. Look at this guy, bro.
Look how late the reaction is. It's like
is this your king? Great actor. Great actor for sure.
It's just pathetic. It's just pathetic. It truly is.
moment I was like, I'm the greatest basketball player people have ever seen in all facets. Like, I could play the 1 through 5. I can guard 1 through 5. He literally like did something.
He said he can play 1 through 5 and he can guard 1 through 5. Tell me, who is LeBron James guarding? In these 1 through 5 positions, who is he guarding? And don't say Derrick Rose when they ran basically a box and one. Everybody stayed in the paint because the Bulls couldn't shoot. Stop. LeBron is not guarding nobody 1 through 5, and he ain't playing 1 through 5. He don't have the IQ to play 1 through 5. LeBron plays the same way every time, dominate the basketball. They call this self-grandizing.
Moment I was like, I'm the greatest basketball player people have ever seen in all facets. Like, I could play the 1 through 5. I can guard 1 through 5. He literally like did something that's never been done in the history of the sport. I mean, teams that go down 3-1 was 0 for like 32 in finals history. There was nobody ever coming out of that. And nobody gave us a chance. I just felt like, ain't nobody better than me at this.
I felt like Jay-Z when he made the blueprint.
He's so corny. I feel like Jay-Z when he made the blueprint, son. Word to your mother. Bum. All that was for his fans, so his fans can repeat what he said. To his fans, nobody ever came back for 3-1. The Warriors had the greatest team ever. I keep asking people, how did the Warriors have the greatest team ever and they lost? You can't be the greatest team ever and lose. That's a stupid statement. They're the greatest team ever, but they lost. He was the greatest boxer ever, but he lost. They had the greatest team ever, but they lost. It's dumb. Man, he beat the greatest team ever. Then next year, the Warriors get KD, and then I say, okay, was that team better than that team? Yeah. So was that team the greatest team ever? They're like, no. We'll make it make sense. The team without KD was the greatest team, but the team with KD ain't the greatest team. Shut up. Shut up.
I told you. LeBron James could be possibly out for multiple weeks with that groin injury, quote unquote. I told you. Now, everybody that was in my DMs talking crazy, I received death threats. People threatened to flag my page. People was calling.
Now, you all do know that LeBron fans are nuts. I'm not lying to you. LeBron fans will threaten your life. They'll want to. I tell you, it's spiritual. It's spiritual because he has the Antichrist spirit. Folks want to fight you behind LeBron. I'm talking about literally want to fight. I done seen it. People want to fight about LeBron. Fight. Death threats. I told you, most LeBron fans are feminized, liberal men. They are. They usually, most black men like LeBron because they identify with him being a victim and a simp and a coward and a buster. So they identify with him, but his fans are insane. The stuff they say is out of control. They wish death on your family, your children. Like they are out of control. They're like liberals. They're like liberals. It's disgusting.
I told you. LeBron James could be possibly out for multiple weeks with that groin injury, quote unquote. I told you. Now, everybody that was in my DMs talking crazy, I received death threats. People threatened to flag my page. People was calling me names, saying I was on drugs. You had a lot going on because I was just calling it how I see it based on LeBron's characteristics in his past. Like I said, in his past. Like I said, LeBron's characteristics and just calling.
LeBron James and Luka will not share the court much this season because LeBron will fake an injury. Hear me out. And again, LeBron has to reclaim the narrative. The narrative now is that if the Lakers win, it's because of Luka. So what LeBron has to do is LeBron has to fake an injury to let the team suffer so that they beg for LeBron to come back. And then when he comes back, they'll start winning again, obviously with help from the NBA. Obviously, we know how this thing works. This is all script, so this is all. But LeBron has to do this for his legacy because everybody knows that Luka is better than LeBron. We know that. We know that. LeBron is really a glorified Scottie Pippen. That's LeBron is a souped up Scottie Pippen. That's really what he is. Even Steve Kerr said he's a sometime shooter like Scottie Pippen. They try to say he was the mix of Magic and Scottie. No, he's not. He's not like Magic. Magic was smooth. He wasn't like Magic. Magic was graceful on the court. Magic was smooth. Magic wasn't clunky like LeBron. Are you crazy? Magic had a skill set. Are you crazy? He ain't like Magic. Magic shot 85% from the free throw line. 53% from the field for his career. We talking about 20, 12, and 9, or 20, 12, and 8, something crazy like that. What are we talking about? He is nothing like Magic. He is nothing like Magic. Like Magic combined with the offensive. You crazy. You nuts. He ain't like no Magic. Let's start over. Somebody called him LeBau. He LeBauco, LeCon, LeScrub, LeHairline. Let's continue.
I told you. I told you. I told you. LeBron James could be possibly out for multiple weeks with that groin injury, quote unquote. I told you. Now, everybody that was in my DMs talking crazy, I received death threats. People threatened to flag my page. People was calling me names, saying I was on drugs. You had a lot going on because I was just calling it how I see it based on LeBron's characteristics in his past. Like I said, he did it to every other teammate he's played with. Now what happens is let's see what Luka can do with this roster. That is the entire point of LeBron's obsession to be GOAT. He has to show that he's better than Luka for the record. Like I said, I told you, I told you, I told you.
And y'all don't remember when the Cavs went into overtime 2018, game 1 against the Warriors. And LeBron was on the bench. And this really showed who he truly was. He was on the bench pouting, and he asked Tyronn Lue, he said, "Do we have a timeout?" Tyronn Lue was like, "Yeah." And LeBron was like, and he just started pouting. And he was just looking dejected on the bench. He went into that game, and in the last 5 minutes, he didn't score a single point. After he had just scored 51, he didn't score a single point in overtime. LeBron James is full of it. LeCap. LeScrub.
Always debated. Who's the greatest player of all time? Dumb question. It should be, who's the greatest team of all time? You know, there are so many teams to choose from. The 91 Chicago Bulls, sorry Showtime. The 92 Bulls, back-to-back. 93 Bulls, first three-peat. 97 Bulls, even with the flu. 98 Bulls, no push-off. And my favorite, the 96 Chicago Bulls. 72 wins. Tough to beat that. What? You think there's someone else? Prove it.
You saw what Jordan said. Y'all debating about who the best player is. How about the best team? You know, they try to knock Jordan, try to say he was a ball hog and all this stuff. Listen, man. Listen. When you go to battle with somebody, you know who has it and who doesn't. You can look in the man next to your left and your right, look in their eyes. You can tell who's going to come with you and who's not. You already know. So y'all are asking these guys to look in these guys' eyes and see fear and then say, okay, I'm still going to pass you the ball. You're crazy. You're crazy. Nobody understands what it's like to be the guy that if the team loses, they're going to blame you. They're not going to blame Scottie Pippen. They're not going to blame Dennis Rodman or Horace Grant or Bill Cartwright or B.J. Armstrong or Paxson or Kerr or Hodges or Stacey King or Purdue or Whittington. They're not going to blame those guys if y'all lose. They're going to blame you, Jordan. If the Lakers lose, they're going to blame Kobe. They're going to blame Kobe. If Kobe had lost that game 7 in LA against the Celtics, with that performance that he had from the field, he would have got blamed. But when it comes to LeBron, LeBron never gets blamed. LeBron is the only superstar that has the luxury of the role players getting blamed. LeBron created a whole era where the stars don't get blamed, the role players get blamed. If Kyrie don't hit that shot against Golden State, they still wouldn't have blamed LeBron. They would have blamed Kyrie for missing the shot. They've never blamed LeBron. We can go through series after series of LeBron James coming up short, tanking entire series. Matter of fact, he played so bad in 2010 that Dan Gilbert said he threw the game. He played so bad against the Celtics that the owner of the Cavs accused him of throwing the game. That's how bad he played. And then the very next year, he played just as bad against the Mavericks. And then he really played just as bad against the Spurs. But like I said, Popovich pulled Tim Duncan out of the game. Tim Duncan missed the layup, pulled him out the game. Tim Duncan missed the free throw. Kawhi missed the free throw. It was a perfect storm. Because LeBron was tricking off, turning the ball over, hitting the side of the backboard. Yeah. So and they lost. So when Game 7 happened, LeBron had his best game of the series in Game 7. The Spurs let him shoot the entire series, and guess what he shot from the field? 30-something%. His true field goal percentage. Go to Super Stickers real quick. Thank you, Khalil. What's up, Blanch? Go to Sports and Fitness Rants. Thank you so much. I'm going to go there. Sports and Fitness Rants. I'm going to check them out. Thank you so much, Khalil. Vintage Goods Willie. Thank you so much. LeBron King Cocoon. Not King Kong, King Cocoon, right. Thank you, Vintage Goods Willie. Cruise Missile, thank you so much, sir. Always supporting. Thank you so much. Listen, y'all. LeBron James is the Antichrist of sports. I may revisit this again around the finals time to see how they're going to play this thing out. It's probably going to be the Lakers and the Celtics in the finals, but we'll see how this plays out. But right now, LeBron's faking an injury. He wants to prove to the world that he's still number one. He's still better than Luka and all this stuff. He's not better than Luka. Anybody can see that. Luka has no athleticism. Can't jump. He ain't fast. He's the same trajectory that LeBron was on. So was Luka. The same. Look at Luka's first-time All-NBA. Like Luka doing the same thing LeBron was doing, just with more skill. Corey the Supreme, 2 Peter. Thank you so much, sir. 2 Peter. Let me see real quick. 121. Second Peter, chapter 1, verse 21. For the prophecy came not in old time by the will of man, but holy men of God spake as they were moved by the Holy Ghost. Amen. I like that. I have to write that down. I like that. For the prophecy came not in old time by the will of man, but holy men of God spake as they were moved by the Holy Spirit. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. Anyway, listen, I love y'all. You smoking dough, I'll take LeBron over Luka. Who wants LeBron James over Luka? Who wants LeBron James? My bad, hold on. Thank you, Angel Wings, for moderating. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Goddess Navi. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Who thinks that right now LeBron James is better than Luka? Now, y'all do realize that Luka gets all of these stats he gets while being double teamed on the perimeter. Think about what I'm saying. Luka gets double teamed on the perimeter. He don't get double teamed while he's driving on the post. He gets double teamed on the perimeter. Stamps, I don't want either one. I'm saying that we got to pick. So let me ask this question. Who do y'all like? Who's y'all favorite player in the NBA? Who's your favorite player? Like, is it Shea? Is it Jokic? Who is it? Who's the guy that you say, okay, I want that guy? Most young guys are LeBron fans. They are because that's what they see all the time on the media. They talk about LeBron every day, all day. That's all they know. They don't understand the game. Curry is still good. Curry is still good. To me, I like Ant-Man. I like Kawhi. I like Jaylen Brown when Kawhi is healthy. Listen, man, did y'all watch Jaylen Brown playing against Luka in the Lakers? Did y'all watch Jaylen Brown guard Luka? Did y'all watch? Did y'all watch Jaylen Brown picking him up full court? Luka has no advantage. They're the same height. Jaylen Brown is stronger than him and faster than him. He has no advantage over Jaylen Brown, nothing. So I like Jaylen Brown. I like Jaylen Brown way more than I like Tatum. Tatum is he's a blonde. But again, I remember when I saw Jaylen Brown last year, he was working out with Sam Cassell. And I said, he's figured it out. And sure enough, a couple of months later, he wins Finals MVP. I saw Jaylen Brown working out with Sam Cassell. Then I saw Tatum over there with a trainer doing all kind of stuff like he's supposed to be 6'2". Tatum is not a smart player at all. He's not smart. I mean, you 6'9", you dribble too high. Like, he's just not a smart player. He is offensively stupid. He never plays to his advantage. But that's this era, though. Anyway. But Tatum over there doing all kind of 15 dribbles to get a shot off. I'm watching Jaylen Brown over there with Sam Cassell. 1, 2, pop. 1, 2, pop. Dunk. 2 dribbles, 3 at the most. That's it. Go watch Kevin Durant work out. 2 to 3 dribbles, that's it. 2 dribbles, 3 dribbles, that's it. Go watch Tatum, 15 dribbles. Anyway, y'all, listen, I love y'all. And I will see y'all again on, what's today? I will see y'all again on Thursday. I'm sorry, Thursday. Durant is sensitive. He is sensitive. You know what? I'm going to say this about Durant before I go. I understand Durant. I do. I understand Durant because In a hoopers, in a basketball player's world, Durant is in the upper echelon. But around these trolls and maggots, his legacy is diminished. And it's wrong. Because hands down, Kevin Durant is one of the coldest. He one of the coldest. And everybody got mad at him because he went to Golden State. Not because he went to Golden State. They got mad at him because it was a threat to LeBron. We got to see through all these smoke screens. People only got upset with Kevin Durant because they knew it was going to affect LeBron. When LeBron went to Miami, nobody tripped. Nobody cared. People love Miami. They made him a fake villain the first year. People love Miami. When he went to Cleveland, still stacked team. People love LeBron. LeBron played on stacked team after stacked team after stacked team. But Kevin Durant, I understand his frustration because Kevin Durant knows if we roll the balls out on the court and it's mano-a-mano, he's cooking LeBron. No question. If you give Kevin Durant an equal team to LeBron, his team gonna win. You know why? Because Kevin Durant can close. He can hit the shot. And you can't foul him because he's going to the line. So again, I understand Kevin Durant's frustration in this era. I do understand it. He is a little sensitive, a little emotional, but I understand when you perfect your craft and folks are giving credit to the bull in the China shop, LeBron James, just running people over. They call him the GOAT status. 35% from beyond 3 feet, they call him the GOAT status. Can't shoot free throws, GOAT status. Can't close games, GOAT status. The most turnovers of all time, GOAT status. Flopping all the time. Getting on the best teams. Everybody want you to win. I understand Kevin Durant's frustration. I do. It's hard watching LeBron get all the credit. You know it's fake. And you know it ain't real. Okay, so he's supposed to beat the Heat. They paid James Harden. James Harden was terrible in that series. All of a sudden now James Harden can't dribble no more. Get out of here, man. Man, LeBron done played with, oh my goodness, Anthony Davis, Kyrie, D. Wade, Kevin Love, Luka, and played with a host of Hall of Famers. Come on, man. So I understand Kevin Durant's frustration. Yeah, LeBron James be stat padding. Up by 25, he's still getting numbers in the game. Listen, man. They said LeBron James got 50,000 points. I guarantee 45,000 points of the 50 comes off of fast break dunks, layups, and putbacks and open threes. I guarantee it. The majority of his points then came from fast breaks, fast break layups, fast break dunks, and open three-pointers. The majority of his points. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Jordan had over 50 what? Oh, you said player transactions. Oh. Yeah, but Jordan's player transactions wasn't like he got a washed up Ron Harper. And he had a Dennis Rodman that nobody wanted. I mean, you know. But yeah, Jordan wasn't getting top players in the league though. And even if we say Dennis Rodman was, that's one. Jordan got one top player. Yeah, Ron Harper before he hurt his knee. Oh yeah, and a bunch of fake and ones too for LeBron. Hey, listen, I gotta go, y'all. It's time to go to bed. Listen, I love y'all, and I will see y'all on Thursday. Thank y'all so much.